I'm Philip.
I'm Jordan.
We're here for minor reviews. We're going to talk about the X-Men movies.
This is going to be a little different. Normally we kind of review movies or trailers and we don't say any spoilers. This episode is going to be a tad different in that in celebration of the new X-Men movie and looking on to the future, we're going to compare all the X-Men movies, point out discontinuities and things we liked and didn't like and so on.
This is the future of the past we're talking about here. The new past, which movie editors decided to just go ahead and make.
Which Wolverine doesn't know about.
Which Wolverine doesn't know about at all. Huge, jacked man is missing a lot in the future.
Yeah, Xavier's going to have to like Spock mind meld and a bunch of memories to him. But let's go back to the beginning. Origins.
We're going to basically summarize. If you haven't seen these movies and you want to see them, there will be tons of spoilers. We won't tell you everything, but we'll tell you most of it, the important parts. Alright, so anyways, we're going to start with Origins. We're going to go in chronological order, not release date order.
Yeah.
Wolverine, X-Men, or X-Men, Wolverine Origins.
He's a little kid.
He's a little kid. He's all like, with his brother Victor Creed, who again, okay, so Victor Creed is Sabretooth, but the movies disregard this because it's really just all messed up. In this movie, he has a brother named Victor Creed, and they both have healing factors and healing powers. That's the main thing. They also have bone claws and super strong nails, depending on who you're talking about. Anyways, the gist of this movie you need to know is Wolverine gets taken in by Stryker as part of an elite killing force.
With Creed.
Oh, it also shows you that Wolverine's lived like for a heck of a long time.
Yeah, they show him fighting through the Civil War. They show him on the beaches of Normandy.
Really old, like. In fact, I think he was in Hiroshima, right? He was in one of the.
Oh, that was in the newest Wolverine movie when the bomb went off. He jumped into the bomb wall and saved the guy.
So just this movie you need to get is he's really old, and he doesn't remember anything that happened in this movie
because he took a adamantium bullet through the brain.
He got shot with a bullet.
Adamantium bullet.
But Stryker remembers what happened, and Stryker gave him adamantium or metal claws, which come into play later.
Also, Victor. This is where the development between the hatred between Victor and Hugh Jackman comes in because they Victor got really bloodthirsty on those original missions, and Hugh Jackman was like, "We don't need to kill people if we don't have to," and he wanted to slaughter everybody.
Then, after this movie, and partially during it, we see X-Men First Class, which is the next movie.
Yeah.
X-Men First Class, we have Xavier and Magneto, and it starts out with them as little kids. First, Mystique comes into Xavier's life, and then Xavier finds Magneto, and they all kind of come together. Basically, they get some mutant friends together, they find some more mutants, they develop Cerebro, which is a satellite system that improves Xavier's mental ability to connect with other mutants and humans around the world, and find them, and then go and be like, hey, do you want to join our club?
And it's evident from then that Xavier completely outclasses Magneto. Magneto is a little bit jealous of that.
Yes, but Magneto has an awesome helmet, which prevents Xavier from using his powers.
Which kind of makes Xavier lose some trust in Magneto.
Yes. And in the end, Magneto and Xavier split paths, Xavier being the one who's going to kind of blend into the humans and be diplomatic about saying, hey, mutants are here, and Magneto is like,
fight over to the
simulation. We rock, we're the supreme race, you guys should be like us or we'll kill you.
Yeah, he's Darwin's theory of evolution, we're the survival of the fittest now, move on, Homo sapien immediate.
Then we have
X-Men 2. Remember 1.
X-Men 1 comes up next. X-Men 1, we have, basically, you meet the team. Okay, so it starts out Wolverine and Rogue. Rogue's a girl who touches people, starts to kill them, but absorbs their mutant powers.
If they're mutant, if they're human, then she drains their life force, she kills them.
Basically. Sucks for her boyfriend, which you
see in the movie. She goes to touch his cheek and he passes out.
Anyways, so, and that basically, all plot development is Rogue is with Wolverine, everyone comes together, Magneto's bad.
You meet Magneto for the first time, or Wolverine meets Magneto for the first time, and this is when he first realizes that he can't do anything against him as long as he has the adamantium skeleton.
Rogue gets a white stripe through her hair when she's put through the trauma of Magneto trying to irradiate all human, or the more impressive UN.
There's a UN summit in New York City, so he tries to go to the top of the
Liberty, Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, Statue of Liberty. And he built a machine that would turn everybody there into mutants, but they found out earlier that when he turned a senator into a mutant, that he ended up dying from it because his body couldn't adjust to it, and so...
This is
all-
for both Magneto and the Senator.
Yeah.
The Senator actually died, Magneto almost died while using the machine to radiate the Senator, which is why he wants Rogue to absorb his power, use the machine, so what if she dies? We're going to
And
mutate
all the X-Men are worried about killing all the diplomats.
Yeah.
And so...
Plus, it's kind of gives mutants a bad name, forcing their powers upon other people.
Yeah, and Xavier's already sitting on all the senator meetings trying to build that.
Then we see X-Men 2, and in X-Men 2, basically Stryker, who we saw in Origins, is back again. He's like, hey, Wolverine, you don't remember me, but I know all about you, haha.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the one to give you your powers, but he doesn't say that. He just kind of hints that he knows his past, and Wolverine's very eager to find out about his past because Xavier said he would help him, but he's having difficulties getting through some of Wolverine's mind blocks, so he ends up asking Stryker. And ultimately, their plan is they poison Xavier to...
They mind control they poison him, and then they
Yeah.
use Jason Stryker, William Stryker's son, who he's now got drugged up and on a whole bunch of other horrible things because he hates mutants,
yeah.
to mind control Xavier into killing all mutants.
Now, the X-Men are like, we gotta get together and stop this, and so they all fight together. Magneto's the one who ends up saying, let's split up, I'll go get Xavier, you stop everything else. And so when Magneto ends up getting there, he pulls a fast one and tries switching it so that Xavier no longer kills the mutants, but he kills all the humans.
Yeah, Magneto kind of enters the door, he's like, oh, I control metal, pow, walk in, pow, close it, moves all the panels around in the satellites, so now instead of, it basically inverses it, it gets humans instead of mutants. Then he just kind of leaves and doesn't tell anyone.
And then I believe it's Wolverine who runs in and stops it.
No, it's a Nightcrawler grabs
Oh, right.
Storm and teleports her through the wall, which is a big deal for Nightcrawler.
Because he normally can't teleport through objects unless he knows the exact distance to teleport.
Breaking boundaries.
Yeah.
He gets in there and Storm's all like making it really cold, and then Jason's like, boy, I'm freezing. I can't think anymore.
Concentrate.
I'm so cold. And then that's what it,
No problem.
basically it ends with Wolverine being like, darn you, Stryker, and let Stryker die.
Yeah, Stryker
He's
dies.
like, I care about my past, but darn you, die in a flood.
Xavier will walk my mind blocks.
Magneto makes off with Pyro, which is originally is one of the X-Men who controls fire, can't
It's
create.
Iceman's
Basically-
brother.
No, not brother, it's
Or-
enemy, rival.
Rival.
Basically, Pyro is a firebender from Avatar.
He's the Human Torch,
Yeah.
but he can't make fire on his own. That's why he always
Yeah.
carries around a lighter.
Like the firebenders in the Avatar movie.
Yeah, oh yeah, in the movie.
Anyways, so
We're talking about the
Magneto,
blue people
yeah,
one, right?
the
Yeah.
arrow on his head. Aang. Anyways,
As I said in that movie. Back to X-Men. So, that takes us to
I do that
X-Men
movie
3.
all the time, it sucked.
Yeah, it did. X-Men 3. The
Oh wait. Jean Grey dies at the end along with Stryker. She's preventing. So the ship doesn't work. Magneto gets off in his helicopter, and the X-Men are making off in their ship. Flood's coming. The ship isn't working, so Jean's all like, "Hey guys, I got this."
So
And she like parts the blue sea that is flooding towards them.
and then they end up making it out, and then
then Jean
Xavier
dies.
said he didn't feel any sign of life
Yeah.
with her. And then you get to X-Men 3. X-Men 3, she's brought back.
X-Men 3. Scott's like, man. Scott or Cyclops.
Okay,
Yeah, she
so-
closes her eyes and she.
Let me take the point. Cyclops, if you guys ever saw Superman Returns, the husband of Lois Lane was played by the person who played Cyclops, and they were filmed at the exact same amount of time. Superman Returns offered the guy who played Cyclops more money, and so he decided to quit his role and go over there. So they allowed him to film long enough to where they could kill him off, and so they allowed Jean Grey to kill him. And then the person who played Jean Grey demanded more money than she was getting, and at the time they couldn't really afford it, nor did they want to pay the money. And so they ended up killing her off, so they never have to pay for her to come back in any future installment. But this upset a lot of people because you killed off Jean Grey and Cyclops, two of the main X-Men. It'd be like killing Xavier and Wolverine as well. And then you wouldn't really have an X-Men.
Stupid money.
You'd be left at Beast.
Greedy people. They're like the people from Duck Dynasty. We want more money. We're not going to make our awesome hillbilly show unless we get more money.
No comment.
Anyways, so Jean Grey is like, hey, I am actually a level 5 mutant. No one knew this before, but I can move entire city blocks in my mind. Again, no one knew this before in the past X-Men movies. Just going to throw this
Better
out
than
there.
Xavier.
Better than Xavier. no one tells anyone. Like, this is just like, hey, as a child, I moved all the cars on my block, but as an adult, I'm working on moving a pencil.
Yeah, she like accidentally almost kills or she kills Cyclops by kissing him, and then she loses her powers, and I think ends up disintegrating his body. And
She kills Wolverine. I mean,
She
almost
almost-
Xavier.
yeah, she kills Xavier as well. She almost wait, she kills Xavier.
Yeah. That's
Oh, yeah,
the
she
thing.
does.
Let's
Right.
talk about
And
how
then she also-
bad it's gotten.
She also almost kills Wolverine when she's making out with him on the table when he's getting healed. Or maybe it's the table, right? Is it when
He
he's
is
medical?
watching her because she's like, Xavier's like, yo, dude, she's actually a level 5 mutant. And Wolverine's like, dude, you can't do this to her, bald man.
And then
Xavier's
so when he
like,
starts kissing her, she has her arms around him, and then you can see they cut to the behind Wolverine, and you see she's disintegrating his skin, but his healing factor's preventing that. But he's
Yeah.
yelling out in pain.
Wolverine is,
Champ.
yeah, champ. Okay, so Wolverine basically ends up with, she kills a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of mutants lose their powers,
They
and
also,
Wolverine ends up killing her.
and they strike everybody with the whole point of that movie is they got plastic guns to fight Magneto, and they had the darts that could cure mutants, and they ended up Wolverine charged at Magneto, and he's like, "Have you never learned anything?" And he catches Wolverine in the air. He's like, "I did," and then Beast runs up and stabs him with I think 3 of the cure
At
darts.
least 3.
But at the very end of the movie, you see Magneto playing chess, and then he moves the piece with his mind, so he didn't lose his power. So either he's a level 5 mutant as well, who just never
No, he's
is
not level 5.
level 4, so he can't
Level
lose his powers.
He's still gonna level a tiny bit. And
But none of this matters
Yeah.
because
Days of
everything.
Future Past is being said, hey guys, guess what? We don't care.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and like the video and comment if you have any comments to say. Bye.